We're live. We're live. Yes, I have a new look today. I can tell you one thing, this hair is hot as hell, that's for sure. It might not make it to the end of the live stream. I'm telling you right now, if it gets too hot, I'm whipping this thing off, okay? Yes, I am crazy. If we have not yet met, I am Reverend Valerie Love, also known as Kaisi, and welcome. OMG. Hey, Jared, I have a message for you, and I haven't messaged you in a long time, so I'm going to send you that message. I have a message for you, Jared. Oh my God. How you loving, family? How you loving? How you loving? How you loving? How you loving, family? How you loving? How do y'all like this hair? I bought it when I went to Miami. Before we get into this message for humanity, before we get into that, I just want to, it's new hair. So you've seen me for years on YouTube, and you've seen me looking different all the time. So this is just another iteration. Oh my God. It looks like the Miami hair. That's exactly it. It is the Miami hair. I got this hair when I was in Miami, and I got it for the Wealthy Goddess Retreat because I wanted a different look. And so, hey, I just had my birthday again last month. I'm reinventing myself. You got to always reinvent yourself. Don't stay the same forever, right? Don't stay the same forever. But like I said, if you don't make it to the end of this live stream, at least you saw me cute in the beginning. All right, family, this is really a powerful, important message. First of all, happy Witchy Wednesday to everyone. Happy Witchy Wednesday. I love you. I appreciate you being here. You are the reason why I show up. God as you, God as me, source. This is the reason that we're here together. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. I just had to give that love and appreciation to you right up top. Let's get into these 7 dark forces that are arrayed against humanity, and why are we even talking about this? Clovette! Happy Witchy Wednesday! Clovette, I received your message I just saw it today on Clubhouse, and I'm going to send you a response. Why are we talking about the dark forces that are arrayed against humanity? Because humanity has come to a choice point. It is exactly as the Mayans said, that 2012 would open a portal, and that either we would enter into a golden age or we would lose the whole thing. We're at a choice point, and we're making our way through that choice point. Very high vibration rays have been hitting the sun, have been hitting the planet since Sirius started to beam to us, or since, how do I want to put this? On the Lion's Gate, 8/8, when the Lion's Gate opens every year on 8/8, the powerful rays hit the planet from where? Sirius A. Brightest star in our entire solar system, in this neighborhood of our galaxy. And when these rays hit the planet, these are high vibrational rays. These are not rays that are easily integrated into our third dimensional being. So if you're walking around like a little third dimensional person, thinking about the 5 senses, oh, what am I going to eat? What am I going to wear? How am I going to pay my rent? If that's most of your conscious awareness throughout the day, you're going to have a problem with this. Speed it up. These vibrations that are hitting the planet. And we are now at the dawning of the age of Aquarius, like the 5th dimension told us back in the 70s. We are now there. we're at the dawning of the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius follows the age of Pisces. As the Piscean age morphs out and the Aquarian age enters, Aquarius, as some people say, is 12 high noon on the clock, which means it's all about bright sunlight. Think about 12 noon. That's the highest point of sun during the day. And so here you have the highest level of revelation. Haven't you seen it? So let's put it all together so that I'm making sense here, because I want to make sure to make this be practical too. This is about practical spirituality, not just esoteric, astrology or things like that. When these fifth dimensional waves, and when these first wave of Aquarius beams began to hit the planet, and when the star Sirius every year on 8/8, we can receive the energies and the rays of Sirius. This means that you have the opportunity to uplevel yourself to your fourth, fifth dimensional self. It's an opportunity to use that energy as an uplevel. Well, what we see many people doing is becoming confused. Let's talk about these 7 dark forces arrayed against humanity. Becoming confused, disheveled, disorganized, distracted. There's no time for that now, family. There is no time for that right now. We are at mission critical. All the prophets are telling us to beware. Here are the 7 dark forces arrayed against humanity. And I spoke about this in my video, Wake the Fuck Up. Remember that video series I did a couple of years ago on the channel? Oh my God. I got the inspiration to do that, and I didn't even know that the words that I was speaking at that time, that was probably 3-4 years ago, were going to be so prophetic for right now. Wake the fuck up, people. Wake up. And I know if you're watching this, you're already awake, and you're looking to awaken even more to your fifth dimensional self. God as you. Here we go. Number 1, school. They steal your kids for 6, 7, 8 hours every day to indoctrinate them in a state paid for, state funded, and whoever funds it gets to espouse their ideology. If the state is paying for it, the state is giving you their ideology. They're certainly not learning spirituality in school, are they? Number 1 is school. I'm going to tell you how all 7 of these work together and what the deadly consequences they are having upon humanity. Number 2 is the media. Oh, I don't care if it's CNN or Fox. All media. You must examine all media. Why do they tell it? Why do they call it? I heard Leak Project call it television. Television. They're telling you the vision. Why do they call it programming? They're programming your mind. They're putting into your mind what they want you to think, believe, be, project yourself. It's programming. Media. Number 3, and we can put these in the chat. Yes. Number 3, politics. Republican, Democrat. It don't fucking matter. Do you understand that Trump and Biden are on the same team? The game is to get you to think there's 2 so you can fight with the other ones, rather than say, wait a minute, maybe we the people need to unite and raise our vibration and not have overlords. They keep you fighting over things that are not it. It don't matter, Republican or Democrat, it don't matter. Nor does black, white, nor does straight versus LGBTQIA. None of these are things to argue over. None of them. We're arguing over the wrong thing. And while we're arguing over black and white, the powers that be, good. We got them pitted against each other. Well, you see, family, family, while we're arguing over these things, while we're not loving a transgender person or not loving a white person or a black person or a Chinese person, while we're thinking the Chinese people sent us a virus or the Chinese people are spying on their people, whatever you're thinking. You see, anything that pits you against your fellow brothers and sisters on the planet is poison. It's poison. I told somebody the other day, I was interviewed on a radio show on Max Tucci's show. And he asked me, I said, I'm not with Black Lives Matter. I'm not down with the smoke. I'm not. And I keep telling you, I've been telling you all forever, I'm not a black woman. I just look like one. Do not get caught up in the presentation of God. It's all God. But you're fighting because God appeared as a black man or a white woman or a Chinese person or a straight person or a gay person or a child. We're fighting over the third dimensional representation of divine absolute source. Well, how dumb is that? Because I am you and you are me. So what am I fighting? I'm fighting myself. I join no revolutions. I pick up no picket signs. For what? Ye are gods. Did it say only the black people are gods, or only the white people are gods, or only the Democrats are powerful, or only the Republicans help people? Nah. Don't get caught up in the 10,000 things, as the Buddhists call it. You get caught up in the 10,000 things. Hey, Darren, how you loving? I'm not caught up in none of that. Even Christians against witches, I'm not caught up in that either. It is all God. It's all source. It's all source. It's all source. You're looking at the tree, you're looking at source. You're looking at a white person, you're looking at source. You're looking at a black person, you're looking at source. You're looking at a transgender person, you're looking at source. You're looking at a gay person, a child, a Chinese person, you're looking at source. You look at a shaman, you're looking at source. You look at a priest, you're looking at source. You look at a witch, you're looking at source. You are only ever looking at source because there's only one great source presenting itself in many forms, showing up in this form, in that form, in that form. In one moment, it's a deer. In one moment, it's an ant. In one moment, it's the mountain. In one moment, it's the river. And one moment, it's the tree. In one moment, it's the butterfly. But if you're caught in the form, you drink the Kool-Aid. Because you're not going to source past the third dimension. They want to keep you on the third dimension. Let's go to the fourth one, religion. Oh, religion is a good one. Why? What did religion teach you? Religion taught you that you need a savior. That was the religion I grew up in. It taught me I needed a savior. I need a savior? Yes, you need a savior. His name is Jesus. He died on the cross for you, for your sins. I have sins. Yes, you're very sinful. You was born in sin. But didn't y'all tell me in Genesis, God created me? Yes, God created you. And God created you perfect. But then you ate a piece of fruit and you weren't good no more. I ate a piece of fruit and I wasn't good no more. You're not good no more. How come? Because you listen to the devil. Who's the devil? The serpent. The serpent is a devil. I mean, this story was too hard to figure out as a kid. You'd just be like, what are the grown-ups talking about? I don't know. Let's go play Sega Genesis or whatever you were doing when you were a kid. Because these stories you knew in your child mind that they did not make sense and they didn't resonate. You knew there had to be more to the story. And that's what your soul journey is about, finding out the more to the story. So religion. And I'm going to tell you how all 7 of these are working on you right now every single day. This is a call to humanity to wake up. Number 5 is the medical establishment, the healthcare system. There's nothing health or care about it. They kill over 300,000 people just in the United States every single year, rightly used medicine. How is that? 300,000. No one said anything about that, but people are running around talking about the C word that I will not give any credence, I don't want to say credence, that I will not give any energy here. The rightly used medical establishment kills, murders over 300,000 people per year only in the United States. I don't know what it is globally. How is that health or care? Can someone please tell me? Because if planes killed over 300,000 people a year in the United States, they would land all planes instantly. If anything consistently killed 1,000 people a day, other than something that's feeding the establishment like cancer, heart disease, and diabetes, stroke, things like these are all also part of the health care system that they're never going to heal you from. They're going to just keep pumping you with meds for the rest of your life. I just turned 36 again for the 24th time. Do the math. I don't take not one pill. Vitamins, that's it. Not one pill. I ran from the white coats a long time ago and decided that I would take my health and my care into my own God hands. Let's go further. The corporate structure. So number 5 is medical system. Number 6 are the corporate structures. Number 7 is the food supply. I heard that Bill Gates was buying farmland all over the United States. That just creeped me out and weirded me out. Did you see? I have something to show you. I have something to show you. I'm going to my refrigerator. I just have to show you this. This is something I have to show you. And this is on my stories. So if you follow my stories, you'll see it. This is from my refrigerator right now. This is a platter of fruit. Ooh, it's dripping. This is a platter of fruit. And what is on this fruit? I don't know if you can see it. The papaya, watermelon, cantaloupe, grapes, pineapple. This is real food with seeds in it. You're eating poisoned watermelon with no seeds for the convenience. How freaking hard is it to eat a piece of watermelon and spit out the seeds? I mean, come on. Oh my God. Real watermelon. You've been doing this since you was a kid, or maybe you swallowed the seeds. And it was great that you swallowed the seeds. Why? Because seeds are intelligent, like all of nature. And seeds know that if they go inside your body, that you'll poop them out. And they'll already have their own fertilizer to grow somewhere else. That's how they just move all about the planet. But you're eating watermelon without seeds? Cantaloupe without seeds? Do you understand anything without seed is sterile? It can't produce. If you're eating sterility, how can you produce? You cannot produce anything. The creation is gone out of it. This is not conspiracy theory. This is not quantum mechanics. This is simple common sense. If I eat frankenfoods that have been genetically altered in a laboratory, it will affect my body. That I don't see anyone who can refute that. The food supply. So let's recap the 7, since we have many new people with us now in the chat. And family, this hair is my new hair. Let me put it the other way. Okay. I'm enjoying this new hair. I just got to keep it out of my eyes. Okay, let's recap the 7. Number 1, let's put it in the chat. Number 1, so that we can be clear, family. We've got to be clear. And we've got to be on it. These dark forces are on it every day. And I'll tell you what they're after in a second. Dr. Sebi said it. And if you didn't see the work that my son did of Dr. Sebi, it's here on the channel. I just had to share it with y'all because we just love Dr. Sebi. And now he's in higher realms helping us because humanity is about to go off a cliff. You can see it. Let's recap the 7 dark forces. And then I'm going to tell you, what do they want? Why are they doing this? I'm going to tell you. One, school, state-run institutions that grab your kids and sit them in a chair. They're starting the conditioning. So you can sit in a chair. You can be conformed to society. You can do what we tell you to do. You can be a cog in the wheel. You will never become independent and free. We will own you and your head forever. School's number one. Yeah, bro, day. How you loving? Number two is the media. I don't care if it's Fox, CNN, whatever it is. Examine everything you hear from the media because all the media is biased at this point. Number three is politics. It doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat. It's a great big game. It's a charade. That's number three. Number four is religion, teaching you that you need a savior and that there is something between you and God. And religion was the first thing that taught you that God was outside of yourself. Ooh, hijacked God. They hijacked God. Wow. Now, of course, you can't really hijack God. You can make people believe things. That's why we have the prophets. That's why I count myself among the prophets, like humanity. Hey, we have to do something different. Number five is the medical establishment, poking you and prodding you and giving you poisons and opiates and killing over about 1,000 people a day in these United States from rightly used medicine. I want to say not from mistakes, from rightly prescribed and rightly used medicine. Number six are the corporate structures. The corporate structures of Facebook, Twitter. I'm on a corporate structure right now. That's why I got a backup on Odyssey and Library, LBRY. All my videos are backed up there because if you ever don't see Kai, you see. Please text me. I got a new text number, 575 Valerie. I'll tell you about that in a moment. Please text me. Just text me and say hi. Now you will have to just approve to receive text messages from me. But just text me, 575 Valerie. And if you ever don't see me on one of these corporate structures, because these corporate structures are shutting people down. Why? Because the corporate structure wants you to get with the program. And the corporate structure wants you to be in alignment with the narrative. If you are not in alignment with the narrative, the corporate structures are now shutting down people. I mean, how can you have a corporate structure that shut down Trump? And number seven is the food supply. Franken foods, fake foods, junk food, bad food, food that is not ripe. Look at this. I tell you, this is what a nice, you see, this is papaya. You know, it grows on a tree. I know this is so strange. I'm telling you, I live in Mexico. This whole entire platter of fresh fruit from down the street, the Negrita, it grew near here. They plucked it and they cut it and they gave it to me. Well, I mean, I paid 100 pesos for it, which is about $5. Actual papaya that actually was vine ripened. We didn't grab it halfway through its maturation while it was still hard and raw. Throw it on a truck way far away and truck it in for days and days and days, and then get it to the airport, to the supermarket, and then get out the CO2 spray and spray it and make it look all red and ripe. But then you bite into the mango and the thing is hard as a rock. Could I just get some ripe fruit? Maybe you let it sit around in your house for a while. And people are okay with that. Why are people okay with that? There ought to be riot in every street. Y'all are trying to give us fake food. Now, let's talk about the solutions. Well, before we go to the solutions, why am I calling these dark forces arrayed against humanity? And what do they want? It's real simple in one word. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Give this video to everyone you know and love and care about. They want your energy. They can't survive without your energy. They need your attention. They need your lifeblood. They need your feet going to work every day, fueling it. They need you going to doctors, getting prescriptions and paying for them. They need you going to a church and giving tithes and offerings. And yeah, pastor, preach. Woo, yeah. Hallelujah. Shabbat. They need your energy. You see, everything needs energy in order to survive. And these entities are parasitic. They weren't all parasitic in the beginning, and they're not all naturally parasitic just by their very existence. Religion is not naturally parasitic just by its very existence. You see, they turned parasitic. They chose to turn parasitic rather than be aligned with the all of life. They chose to suck energy from the people. You, me. These entities and structures have chosen to vampire us. You see, you can't control a fully realized free being that still has their head, or that took their head back from their head being programmed. You can't control the actions of a fully realized God being. You can't control a fifth dimensional being. You can't do it. You may try, but you can't do it. You cannot control a fifth dimensional being. Why? Because first of all, a fifth dimensional being knows ye are gods. You know that. You know your source, and you know that you are indestructible, and you know that you are one with the all. You're not fighting anyone, most notably yourself. And you do not lend your energy and attention to anything other than what you choose to lend your energy and attention to. Bam, let's go further. Facebook needs you. Would Facebook be Facebook if a billion people did log in every day? If everybody just took Facebook off their phone for one day, what would happen to Facebook? It would be no more. It needs the energy of a billion and a half people logging in, scrolling the timeline, looking at it, giving it attention. If they didn't have the attention, they wouldn't have billions of dollars. Nothing wrong with having billions of dollars. I just didn't want to create wealth based on being a vampire and sucking the attention of people. Why? Because your attention is creation. What you focus on expands. What you give your attention to is flowing energy. It means it's creative. Your attention is creative. So it would be one thing if your attention was simply neutral. Your attention wasn't doing anything. You watch something, you're giving it your attention, and that attention is neutral. That attention is not neutral. That attention is creative. That attention is magical. That attention is power. So when people suck the attention, hey, look at us, and hire behavioral scientists to intentionally suck your attention for hours every day. That is, what do you call that other than a vampiric relationship? You're actually in your layer hiring scientists. How can we keep their attention? I mean, they're doing the same thing on YouTube. Now, you can override that by having your own intention. I override that. I use YouTube. I use Facebook here and there because I have a strong intention. If you don't have a powerful intention, you're part of someone else's intention. I'll say it again. If you don't have a powerful intention, you're part of someone else's intention. So how do you override all of that? Whatever they're doing in their layers, we're going to get all psyched in all this energy and get the advertisers, get their information, give it to advertisers, make billions and trillions. Yes. Hey, fine. It's no problem that they have that plan. I don't even see anything wrong with that plan. I'm not participating in that plan. You see, I don't have a problem that they got in the room long before the C word came around and they planned out what it would look like to have a global P word. No problem. That's not a problem for a fully realized being. That's not a problem for a God. It is a problem for a muggle or a third dimensional person who is dependent upon these systems for their very life. So let's talk about the solutions. 4 solutions. Number 1, put these in the chat. That's right, Diana. Where your energy, Diaha. Am I saying that right? I've never seen that name before. That's fascinating. I love it. Facebook's metaverse. Oh my goodness. You know what's very fascinating about Facebook metaverse? Mark Zuckerberg is telling you that he is about to take over the metaverse. He told you. When I saw it, I was like, oh my God. This is, and people were, oh, the metaverse. Hi, money in the vortex, money in the vortex, money in the vortex. Whoop, whoop. Gracias. Yeah, money in the vortex. Mwah. Billionfold return to you, Zaire. Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg told you that he's taking over the metaverse. He told you we have a plan. They have been investing in virtual technology, virtual reality. Nothing wrong with it. Please don't take away from this that there's anything wrong with Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, the metaverse. Nothing wrong with it. Please understand why these things exist. And when they put that hat on your head and you think that you're in a virtual world, if you think you stay on Facebook all day now, what do you think is going to happen when they put the metaverse out there? Oh man, people going to be in the metaverse all day. They're going to forget about their whole life. And then we will have a whole rash of new mental health and emotional issues that we have, like we have now in Japan. Because in Japan, people are way more advanced with their technology than here. And they're already in the metaverse and they go into the virtual reality and they stay in there with their porn and everything. I mean, if there was a porn virtual reality, which there is, you go into a porn virtual reality, when you think you're coming out, you're going to be in there for hours. When do you come out of a porn virtual reality? Can someone tell me? When do you come out of a porn? You would not choose to come out. You would come out, oh, Lord, I got to take the kids to school. I'll be right back. Sexy Vixen 249. Whoever your virtual reality pals are. You come out the virtual reality, you drive your kids to school, but the whole time your mind is on the virtual reality. Do you understand that this is causing issues in the psyche and consciousness of humanity, yet not for self-realized beings? Because a self-realized being wouldn't be a virtual reality all day. A self-realized being would have an intention with virtual reality, would go, if they just chose to go into the metaverse, they would go into the metaverse intentionally, they would do what they had to do in there, and they would come out, they would maintain all of their mental health, all of their emotional health, all of their stability in life, and these things would not degrade them as a person or as a being, because they would be firmly rooted in source. So let's talk about the 4 solutions. 1, take your attention and turn it into meditation. Let's talk about this for a moment. See, meditation solves everything. Meditation solves everything, family. Meditation solves everything. That's all I do. I just meditate. If there's something going on, I just meditate. Don't let your instant reflex be to run and find a YouTube video, no matter how good they are. I love that you watch the YouTube videos. By the way, smash up the likes. Smash that like button, baby. Smash up the shares and remember to subscribe if you're on YouTube, or follow where you're following, where you're watching on Facebook and YouTube. So love you. There's nothing wrong whatsoever with any of these platforms. What you want to do is be a master of yourself. So you're going to take your attention. Please put it in number 1. Number 1, solution. I'm going to give you 4 solutions because my mama taught me that if you talk about a problem without giving a solution, it's called complaining. And I don't do that. We're here for solutions. Number 1 solution, take your attention that you're giving to YouTube channels take your attention, and let's say if you do maybe an hour or 2 hours of social media a day. If you do 2 hours of social media a day, take it down to an hour and a half. Because I know sometimes we're in there, we're posting, we're creating content, or you're serving your tribe, or you're watching a video, or you're getting some meditation music, or you're getting, we have a lot of interaction with social media. So I'm not talking about the interaction with social media that's building you up. I'm talking about the social interaction that's not delicious for you, yet it is still highly addictive. We know the difference. We know when we're scrolling mindlessly and when we're there intentionally. So take your attention, and let's say you're on for 2 hours a day, cut it back to an hour and a half a day, and then do 30 minutes of meditation with those extra 30 minutes. Just steal some time from social media. Take your attention back, recommandeer your attention, because someone else commandeered your attention. And family, they have so many extremely addictive ways to capture and hold your attention. Attention, TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube, scrolling, more and more and more. You want to watch this, want to watch this, want to watch this, want to watch this. It's just to keep you transfixed, keep your attention. And what I'm saying is take your attention and turn it to meditation. Your attention focus outward, close your eyes and focus inward. That's the first step. Take back your attention, because your attention is energy and they need your energy. So you turn your attention within, and that's called meditation. And then you ask, what social media platforms am I to be on, or am I even to be on social media at all? Or is it time for me to take a social media fast? Where am I to place my attention? And it might tell you writing that book, creating that retreat center, creating that next magical witchy program, creating that next witchy book, creating that next tarot deck, creating an affirmations book, you all are creators. We're all creators. What are you giving your attention to? Because that's what you're creating. Those next potions that help people, the healing elixirs. All of you are incredible creators. Number 2. So that's the first one. That's the first thing. Take back your attention. Take it back. Because when you take back your attention, you're taking back your power. Remember, these dark forces have convinced you that everything, before we go to number 2, that everything is outside of yourself, that all your solutions are outside yourself. Oh, you sick? Oh, you need a doctor. Oh, you sick? Ask if the purple pill is right for you. Oh, you can't sleep? We got a pill for you. Oh, you feel socially awkward when you go to a party? Oh, we got a pill for you. Oh, you can't get along with your neighbor? Oh, we got a pill for you. Ask your doctor if this pill is right for you. Ask your doctor, ask your doctor, ask your doctor. Next thing you know, you're looking up and you got one of them Monday through Saturday pill boxes, the Sunday through Saturday pill boxes with 5, 6, 7 pills in it for every single day. And you taking M&Ms every day. Ooh, ring the bell. Ooh, time for some pills. And count out the little pills at 5 o'clock and the little pills at 8 o'clock. Every 3 hours, I got to take this one. Every 4 hours, I got to take this one. Stop it. Your body heals itself. God, if they cancel me for that, I'll be happy to be fucking canceled. If they cancel me for telling you that your body heals yourself and your mind was the only thing that ever healed you, so be it. I got no problem with that. Find me on Odyssey and LBRY. Because that's why I'm avoiding the trigger words, because the algorithm is looking for the trigger words. I'm totally avoiding the trigger words. Your body heals itself. You were created a self-healing machine. And the only thing that ever healed you of anything was your consciousness. Your consciousness of God. Your consciousness that I am that I am. If right now you had something in your body that was strange and you meditated, is it possible for you to heal it with your mind? Yes. Or you could have a doctor and the doctor tells you, oh, you have panoply. You have panoply. I have panoply. Yes. Oh my God, what is it? Then you go Googling it. That's the first problem. I have panoply. Then you tell people, first of all, your subconscious mind accepted it when the doctor told you. Panoply. Then you got an emotion to seal it into the, this is all quantum mechanics. This is all metaphysics. It's sealed into your energy system when you heard it, because you heard it and you went into an emotion and that locked it in. And usually the emotion is the emotion of fear. I have panoply. What? Is it deadly? Is it going to kill me, doc? No, don't worry, because we have pills for this. Now, we're not going to heal you. They tell you what they're doing. That's the most amazing thing about this whole thing. They tell you what they're doing. No, we're not going to heal you. There's no cure for it. There's no cure for this. You're going to have this for the rest of your life. But don't worry, because we have pills. Here's your prescriptions. Here's your next 5 prescriptions. And then you read the little paper and the prescription says you could die, or have diarrhea, or your hair fall out, or have no skin, and all your sex is gone, low libido, and diarrhea, and man, is this worse than panoply? I'm gonna take my chances. Maybe I should just have this disease. I don't know. Family, there is only one thing that ever healed you in your entire life. There is one thing that heals your body: your mind. You take a pill and you believe the pill, so the pill works. What did it? The pill or your mind? It is not possible for a pill or any medication or anything outside yourself to heal you. Now, if you need to use it to get your mind to believe it, do it. Do whatever you need to do to get your mind to heal yourself. But please know that as you're doing it, nothing is healing yourself but your mind. The only thing that ever healed you was your mind. And I'm going to prove it to you. Before we go to number 3 and 4. 2, 3, and 4. I remember one day I heard this and I was like, that sounds like bullshit to me. No, these pills work. You know, if you have a headache, you take a headache, you take the pills, the headache is gone. You have menstrual cramps, you take the pills, cramps are gone. What did it? Did the pill do it or did your mind do it? How would you know? Until you make it scientific and you prove it to yourself. Well, here's how I proved it to myself. One day, I was in, years ago, this probably was like 20 years ago. I was in like a, kind of like a Rite Aid, CVS kind of place. And I was looking at skin things, right? This was before I was ordering all my stuff, you know, from my places that I like to order all my skin stuff from. I was looking for something for my skin. And watch your consciousness as you're looking on the shelf. You're looking at this product. Oh, this has aloe vera in it. That might be good. And then you pick up the next one. Oh, this one has cocoa butter. Oh, maybe that's good. Then you pick up the next one. Ooh, this one has cocoa butter, aloe vera, and witch hazel. Oh, this is good. You are convincing yourself of the efficacy of the product while you're standing in Rite Aid. You're already doing it. You're doing it with your mind. Why don't you just cut out the middleman? You're doing it with your mind. And if you do not believe me, I am a minister of spiritual consciousness. All I want to do is find out how to heal my whole self with my mind. I am going to eventually become a breatharian because I know that I don't even need food. You don't even need food. And I'm not telling you to stop eating food. Do what works for your body. You don't even need food because there are human beings that exist simply purely on prana, the life force energy within that we all have and we all have access to. There's something inside you that's healing you. You get a cut, do nothing to the cut. What does the cut start doing? It starts healing itself on command. Why? Because ye are gods and this is the order of nature and nature knows what to do. There's an intelligence. But these 7 dark forces have convinced you of a couple of things. One, that your rescue is outside of you. That's the first way to take your power. Oh, the religion told you your rescue is outside of you and a God that's way up in the sky that doesn't approve of you, but you have to come to us and we'll pray for you and we'll give you the holy books and we'll help you. And then maybe you can get into his good graces like we are. Damn, I'm screwed. Yeah, because God doesn't love you. God can kill you and maybe even send you to hell. But God loves us because we work for God. But damn. So the religion taught you that God is outside yourself. It also taught you that you need a savior. You need a savior. You need someone to save you. And the one to save you is Jesus. And the doctors taught you that what's going to save your body is a pill outside yourself. And they also taught you in the medical establishment and programmed you continually to believe that if you need something, if something happens in your body, you run to a doctor. How about if something happens in your body, you meditate and find out where should you go? Should you go to a shaman? Should you go to an acupuncturist? I remember I was started meditating and Spirit told me to go to an acupuncturist. I'm not telling you where to go or what to do. That's completely up to you. So when you take your attention back and you turn within to meditation, the meditation higher self is going to tell you what to do. All of these have convinced you that the power is outside yourself. The politics, they convinced you that the power was with the government. The schools convinced you that the power was the teacher, authority figures, and you better listen. The principal is the ultimate authority in the school. That's power is outside yourself. You're helpless. You're powerless. You sit down and you do what we tell you to do. Isn't that what they did with us? You're powerless. We have the power. The teacher had the power in the classroom, and the principal had the power in the school. And then when you went to college, the dean had the power. You didn't have it, and nobody ever told you you had the power. I'm telling you, you have the power. You have all the power. The media told you that you don't have any power because this thing could come from anywhere and kill you. Or a war could come and that'll be the end of that. The media is just there to keep you afraid and keep you in line with the program, because an afraid mind is easy to control. The corporate structures taught you that you don't have the power because the CEO has the power, the C-suite. The CEO, the CFO, the CTO, the COO, they have the power. You just work here. You're a minion. Go get the mail and go sit at your little cubicle in your desk and do what we tell you to do. And there's a hierarchy of power. In the government, the power is the president, Congress, Senate, right? You don't have the power. Look everywhere in your life. Did you get the message that you had the power, or did you get the message that you do not have the power and that someone else is in charge of you and someone's the boss of you and someone's got to do something for you, and all of this is happening from the outside and we wonder why we feel powerless? Because you just keep getting these messages bombarded, the programming that you're powerless. You don't have the power. And I'm telling you, you have all the power. That's what the dark forces do not want you to understand. Because if you knew you had the power, that would be the end of all the dark forces. Game would be over today. So number one, take your attention, turn it to meditation. Number two, please get on the Bitcoin standard. This money is about to blow up in our faces. Do you see that the financial structures that are tied into all of this is tied into school, media, politics, religion? The financial structures have their tentacles in every aspect of this. We could call it the corporate/financial sector. The financial sector, this money is about to blow up in our faces. Hyperinflation is coming. It happened in Zimbabwe. Now, if you know that I've been a financial advisor, I was a financial advisor for 7 years at American Express for helping many, many, many clients. I learned the ins and outs of financial markets. I learned how to read numbers, and I learned how to look at trends and patterns. And if you look at the numbers right now, you're like, oh my goodness, this whole thing is about to blow up in our faces. But people don't think so. They're just going to work and, well, let me get a job and let me go. Get a job? Is that what you... Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. That's number 4. So you want to come and get on the Bitcoin standard. I'm not telling you, I'm not pumping Bitcoin. I'm not one of these, what do they call them? The shills that tell you to buy this NFT and buy this, shitcoin and all that kind of stuff. I'm here telling you how to get your freedom, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. I'm telling you that if you do not have Bitcoin and gold, you're going to be SOL. Because soon in this world, there will be places where the paper money is not going to cut it. And if you have seen what they're about to do with bank accounts, they're about to put more surveillance on your bank account, and that any transaction you do, $600 or more, is going to be reported to the powers that be. They're getting ready to go into micro surveillance of your bank accounts. Next, they also are going to get rid of all the banks like Wells Fargo and Bank of America and all of them. Why do they need them when they can just hook you by technology directly to the Federal Reserve and give you a Fed coin, a poor, shitty, last-ditch effort for you not to go to Bitcoin, free yourself, give you this Fed coin that they can It's all good, family. That was just a phone call coming in. No, they didn't cancel me. They're like, oh my God, today, right as Kaisi was talking about the Fed coin, they canceled her. It was just a phone call. Relax. No need to be concerned. I remain uncanceled for the moment. So anyway, they have now, there was I don't know what you would call it. I got to get her name. She actually submitted a paper about how the Fed could simply have all the people have their bank account directly at the Federal Reserve, and then it scared you, right, Elaine? It was just a phone call, thank God. And it came right at a strange time, right as I was talking about the Federal Reserve. But anyway, that they can hook all the people straight to the Federal Reserve and manage all your money straight from the Federal Reserve. Turn your money on and off with a flip of a switch. What are you going to do about that? What are you going to do about that? You have to go on the Bitcoin standard, or at least the gold standard. Let me tell you something. I got Bitcoin and I got gold. And I'm going to tell you something. When the shit hits the fan, and you already see that the supply chains have been completely discombobulated. And that was, a phone call came in. I'm on my mobile device. A phone call came in. I'm good. We're good. When you see that the supply chains have been completely disrupted, and all those boats, ships, shipping containers that are sitting off the coast of California that cannot even get the supplies through the country. And you understand that there is massive disruption of the supply chain, family. Have you seen this? Have you seen that there is massive disruption of the supply chain, that they have cargo ships out in the ocean sitting there for weeks and months, can't even get it to the people? Man, it's like hot dash right in the middle of the video. Because let me tell you, YouTube be flipping the switch right in the middle of people's live streams. I mean, they don't even wait till you're done. I'm still here, family, by the grace of God. Hold on. I'm holding on. Keep hope alive. Let me tell you, that's the day we live in. You got to keep hope alive. So the supply chain has been disrupted. Soon you will see that the supermarkets, they're already starting to look emptier and emptier. Well, I don't go to supermarkets because I just don't do that. However, the supermarkets are getting emptier and emptier. The shelves will soon be bare. So this brings me to the third one. So the second one is get on the Bitcoin standard, or at least get on the gold standard. At least buy some gold. I got some videos here on the channel that told you about gold. And I'm telling you, when the money hits the fan, which it will, hyperinflation is already here. Don't listen to what they tell you. Do your research and read the numbers. Learn to read the numbers if you're not clear on how to read the numbers, right? The supermarket is almost empty right now. Look at that Aurora Day. Social credit score. They already have that in China. Look at the world, family. Y'all are seeing it. Y'all are seeing it. My daughter was, oh my God, Janelle. I'm going to have a moment of silence for you and your family. Blessings and love for you. Blessings and love for you. So, yeah, all of this brings us to the understanding that you must be your fifth dimensional self. You must, family. Ye are gods has never been more pertinent and more of an imperative than right now. You got to step into your God self right now. Right now. Do not delay. Now. So number two, and let me say one other thing about gold. I have gold coins and things like that. When the money hits the fan and it blows up, no one's turning down gold. That's where people go when the money blows up. People will have Bitcoin, like you go down to El Salvador, you can just Bitcoin using the Lightning Network, or gold. We've never seen it. Yet our great-grandparents lived through a depression in this country. We haven't seen it. We're about to see something worse than our great-great-grandparents saw. Family, do you realize what's about to happen on this planet? It's going to be bad before it gets good. It's going to be good. It's going to be bad before it gets good. Number 3, local food and grow your food. And I'm not a doomsday prepper. I'm not one of these people with 50 million cans in my basement. God bless you if you are. That's beautiful. I'm not one of these people that says you need to have 2 years worth of potatoes, even though that might not be a bad idea. Potatoes keep. I heard potatoes keep in a cool, dark place for 2 years. I don't have a bunch of potatoes. I am eat local food and grow food. I'm telling you, we keep being told this by the prophets. Eat local food, like you could just go down to the watermelon patch, get your watermelons, go to the plant trees, get your apples, get your limes, your lemons, your cantaloupes, your strawberries. You can grow some strawberries we had strawberries growing right in a pot. I'm about to put more plants in my house that have food-bearing plants. Anyone can do that. You can grow 7-day greens that are microgreens that will sustain you if something, strange unfolds. I'm not here to scare anyone. I'm here to tell you that the humanity is at the brink of a very big evolutionary ascension. You can grow microgreens 7 days and drink water in the meantime, because you ain't gonna die in 7 days, right? And you are never more than 7 days away from food. If you know how to grow microgreens like every 7 days, you can have microgreens mature every single day. You can live on microgreens and water. Learn how to process the water, rainwater. So that's number 3. Your food. Get your food supply taken care of. Local food or grow your food, or know where the food is, or come together on farmland and get that food situation taken care of, because people are going to be out there shooting people over food. I'm telling you, it's going to be like some of these dystopian movies that we've looked at and ate our popcorn and said, oh, that could never happen. And then we walk out. But whoever thought 2020 could happen? And look how fast it happened. Number 4, become self-sustaining with your money. Stop relying on jobs. Do you see what's happening now with the jobs? Exercise your muscle of being able to create your own money from within yourself. How? By bringing forward from within yourself that which serves humanity, and people give you money for it. You just saw it a few minutes ago. That's all I do. I have no job, haven't had a job. I don't know what a job looks like. If somebody came asking me, could I work for them? The answer would be hell to the nah. Hell to the nah. No jobs. Now, I'm not saying no jobs for you. You've got to make that decision yourself. Do you see that the jobs are being used to give people what they call the snake bite? I won't say the V word, because the bots might, they're listening. The bots are out and they're listening. Dr. Moonguy calls it snake bite, so that's what I'll call it. And I have nothing against the snake bite one way or the other. Get it or don't get it. That's completely up to you. I do know that freedom to choose is a thing. That is your God-given right that no one can take from you. Do not let people coerce you, force you, shame you into doing anything one way or the other. Do it or don't do it. Completely up to you. That is your choice and your decision. That's no one else's decision. It's not a president's decision. Your medical state of affairs is not the business of the president or anyone else other than you and the true healthcare providers that you have in your life. Maybe your acupuncturist, your natural medicine doctor, your Chinese medicine doctor, your herbalist, all of these people, whomever your yoga practitioner, your yoga teachers, whomever you're working with for optimal health. This is a discussion that you have in private about your body and your health. When did it become so invasive? And when did it become okay that it's so invasive that people are telling you what you have to do with your body and enforcing it through a job? You see, many people are walking off of jobs. And how about if you had the ability to make all the money you wanted to make from inside yourself and you wouldn't be concerned about a job? Most people lost that ability. Why? Because that ability went out the window when you all the abundance comes from within yourself, just like everything else. All the healing comes from within yourself, all the love, all the fulfillment. But they taught us that you need to get a lover to love you so you could have love. All the love comes from inside yourself. You need to get a doctor to heal you because you're sick. All the healing comes from within yourself. You needed to get a savior or a priest to save you but all the saving comes from within yourself. And you need to get your president that you want. You need to vote for the right one to get you what you want, when what you want is made from within yourself. And to get money, you need to go somewhere and get a job and ask people to give you money, where all their money comes from within yourself. Do you understand why they did not want you to understand that all these things are coming from inside yourself? All of it. All of it, all of it, all of it. I wouldn't lie to you, family. It is imperative. This is a warning to humanity. It is imperative that you wake up to this reality and you start creating your life consciously, knowing that all these things come from within yourself. So let's look at the 7 dark forces arrayed against humanity again. School, media, politics, religion, the medical establishment, corporate structures / financial interests, food supply. For what reasons? Because they require your attention and your energy. They're parasitic, and they need you to think all the power is outside of you so they can hijack you. And what are the solutions? Number 1, turn your attention to meditation so you can remember, oh, I think there's something I'm supposed to be remembering. I think I'm supposed to remember I'm God. That's right. It's very easy to forget in this world, family, because the world is set up for you to forget. Don't forget. Number 2, get on the Bitcoin standard. Get off the fiat standard. Whether you get some gold or you get some Bitcoin or you get something, get off the fiat standard before the fiat money blows up. Number 3, get that local food, good food, grow your food, get your food situation together. Maybe a bunch of you get together and go buy some farmland and start growing some trees over here and plants over here and greens over here and microgreens. At least learn how to grow some herbs and microgreens. You can do that in your kitchen. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to learn how to grow microgreens. I'm going to learn how to grow herbs, and I will have them right in my kitchen. And guess what? You can live on herbs and microgreens until the world starts coming back around. You might lose a little weight, but hey, that's great. Number 4, become self-sustaining. You must become financially self-sustaining. The people that are suffering are the people that all their power is outside themselves. They don't know that they're creating everything from within. This is urgent, family. We are at the 11th hour. We are at double overtime. This is not, oh, it's coming. It's here. It's here. I told you I was going to tell you about the texting. You can text me. Because now I have a new program that I'm going to be launching on 11/11, all about this, how to be self-sustaining, how to ascend. It's called Ascension. That's going to be so amazing. It's in a mystery school as well, because you know we have a lot of students coming into the mystery school. And then I'm gonna answer some questions. I love that Playgirl B said I need to listen to this repeatedly. Listen to it over and over and over and over and over again. You can text me 575 Valerie. You can text me 575 Valerie. Someone can put it in the chat if they like. 575 Valerie. This world is soon. It will be the Matrix. Soon it is. It's about an inch away from the Matrix. And consider me Morpheus, and you are Neo. Take the right pill, Neo. Don't take that pill and go back into the Matrix and go to sleep and go to that job. I'm telling you, I'm Morpheus. Come on, Neo. Come with us to Zion, Freedom Land. They were dancing in Zion. That was me, dancing in Zion. The other ones were walking around in the Matrix at a job, going here, going there, didn't even know they were in a simulation. They were in the Matrix and did not know they were in a fucking simulation. It wasn't even real. Oh my God. What do you think we are in now? It ain't even real food in this joker. It ain't even real food. When you say text you, have you moved away from WhatsApp, or are you still on that app for text? Oh, very good question, Jared. Jared, you can message me there because you know me. But you can text me, family, on 575 Valerie, because if you text me on 575 Valerie, there's a link there. I'm going to send you a link. And the link is going to be, you have to approve to receive text, because I am making sure that I stay in contact with my people in case, different things happen. Things happen. So yeah, we all must be aware. Look, Facebook and Instagram went down for 5 hours on my birthday. That was a beautiful birthday gift to me. I wasn't on Facebook and Instagram anyway. I didn't know they were down until I heard people saying, oh my God, Facebook is down, Facebook down. It is. Instagram is down. It is. I went on a couple of times. It was swirling, and nothing came up. So I was like, oh, well, okay. I used the same number. Yes, same number, Jared. Yep. Nuts has vitamins and minerals as well. That's right. With water will sustain you. Thank you, Life Stance. That's exactly right. Get yourself some nice nuts. You get some seeds. That's right. Can someone write the exact number? Because when I do, Valerie, it doesn't work. Oh, Valerie, 575 Valerie. Let me know. Put it in your phone. 575 Valerie. It's Valerie, 575 Valerie. And it's going to send you a link to my new program, Ascension, where I'm going to teach you all of this. In Ascension, I'm going to teach you all of this. Ascension is our new program, and it kicks off on 11/11. Oh my God, 11/11! But you can go and you can get a peek at Ascension now. You can even join Ascension now. It's a membership where I teach you this and walk you through it. Because I do a lot of master classes, and in one master class, you're not going to be able to change your whole life in one master class. It doesn't happen. And Ascension is not $25,000 like a lot of coaching programs. People are like, Rev, Casey, I would love to come into one of your programs. I don't have $25,000 right now. Mastermind's $25,000. This one is $99 a month. If you can't do $99 a month, then you do the books. Read the books. We have something for you, even if you can't do $99 a month. If you can't do $99 a month and you come into Ascension, you'll see there when you text me all of the goodies that you're going to get with me in Ascension. And I'm going to work with you. I'm going to work with you on getting your whole life together. Because I'm not over there in the United States eating Frankie food to help you to see 3 main things in Ascension. 1, oh, it's your birthday. Yay! Happy birthday. There's 3 main things in Ascension that I teach you. 1 is magic for your own ascension. 2, how to use your gifts to support the ascension of others, because we got to ascend the whole planet. And number 3, how to be wealthy doing it. That's it. Like, spiritual people don't teach you how to be wealthy doing it. They don't teach you how to be financially free doing it, how to have a beautiful house doing it, how to live in any country you want doing it, how to never work again. That spiritual people don't like to teach you things like that. I may be one of the few that actually teaches that and lives it. I feel complete. I love you, family. Take this warning. Give it to people. Share this message. Start making your plans with the 4. Start working your solutions. And unhinge yourself from the matrix. Okay? I love you. Forever and ever. Text me. 575 Valerie. Peace, Kaisia.